Testing, 1, 2, 3. Is this thing on? Hey everybody, it's Eddie Stevens. I've been off Facebook for 6 weeks to kind of work on another project, and today it's being launched. We are very excited to announce the launch of Stevens Squib Monthly Family Law CLE. Of all the CLEs I've ever participated in, this one is by far the highest quality in production and content. Plus, we've teamed up with the Center for Child Counseling. So any revenues that are generated by this project go to help the most vulnerable families in Palm Beach County and also to help create a trauma-informed community. And we are extremely proud of how we have re-envisioned how CLEs will be delivered in the future. For the past 10 years, RT White and myself have created what has become the most popular CLE webinar for the family law section. Instead of just doing an 11th annual case law update, we really took this time to look at how CLEs are made and almost reinvent them from the bottom up, from the way they are produced, the technology, the content, and even the pricing. And the end result is something we're very proud of. Stevens Squibs Monthly Family Law CLE. I've been part of many CLEs, and I can honestly say this is the best one we have ever created by far. And instead of doing it once a year, we're going to do it once a month. You have the option to subscribe to monthly CLE updates that will be dropped on the 15th of each month. You won't have to watch it on the 15th. You could watch it whenever it's convenient for you. You can either pay $150 for this 2.5-hour CLE, or you can subscribe for the monthly CLEs for the entire year for $500. We are guaranteeing you at least 13 hours of CLE for that price. I promise you, it's going to be awesome. And to prove that point, here's a short segment from that CLE.
Welcome to this month's edition of Stevens Squibs, brought to you by the Center for Child Counseling. It's time to gather around the proverbial fire and discuss Florida family law cases and more. Please welcome your host, Eddie Stevens.
Lunsford v. Engel. This is the first time I've ever had a squib that's crossed out. And it's crossed out because the mandate was recalled. And up until this case, I didn't even know you could recall an appellate mandate. Caryn, can you please tell us how you can recall a mandate?
So when you said you were talking of an Engel, you're not actually talking of an Engel. Thanks.
Surprise.
Recalling a mandate is a rare thing these appellate courts have the right to do, and it's driven by Florida statute. So under 43.44, a mandate of an appellate opinion can actually be recalled long after it has been entered within a certain time frame. So what the standard is under the statute is that if the circumstances of the case require or impose the appellate court to look at what the opinion was and the mandate that was entered, if there is good cause, they can recall their own mandate within 120 days of it being entered.
So, Caryn, the reason I ask you this question is because you're the attorney responsible for vacating this mandate, aren't you?
I am with your assistance. We did successfully recall this mandate, and we were permitted to intervene in this case. The case has now been briefed up again, and we're waiting for an opinion. So the Lunsford versus Engel opinion that was originally published and then recalled. Now we're waiting for a new, I guess, Ingle 2.
So without getting into the facts of the case, I think you should all be on the lookout for the Ingle 2 opinion, because it's bound to be interesting.
Great job, Caryn.
Thank you. It's nice to bring a little estrogen to the group.
There you go.
And
Well, the word of the day is mandate. So
well, we know Caryn recalls those mandates. So if
I
you
don't
ever
always recall the law, but I recall the mandates.
Stephen Squibs presents this month's board certification tip.
there was only 4 people that passed the board certification test this year. So we've put together a panel to discuss and provide some tips to help us have more board certified attorneys. This should not be an impossible task, and we should have a whole lot more experts practicing than what we have right now. So the first 2 attorneys who have offered to provide some tips, they are legends in the Florida bar. I'm talking about Terry Fogel and Scott Rubin.
I'm Terry Fogel.
And I'm Scott Rubin.
And we are with the law firm of Fogel and Rubin. We have been board certified for a number of decades.
We have both been chairs of the Marital and Family Law Certification Committee.
And we have both been chairs of the Board of Legal Specialization and Education, the Oversight Board for Board Certification.
what music are you playing me out to today, Eddie?
We have a hit off of Sting's new album.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Thank you for joining us for this month's edition of Stephen Squibs' Monthly Family Law CLE. We hope to see you again next month. In the meantime, do something that matters. Visit www.eddiestevens.com for more information.
The CLE has launched and is available right now. I really hope you would consider subscribing. As always, thank you for your support, and please do something that matters.
So what did I miss?